playing?
He is playing. They announced yesterday, I believe, but he will be on the court for Marquette. But still, once again, you've been out for a couple of weeks, man. Might take a little bit to get your legs back under you. I'm sure
You know
he's
what
been
I
running.
have in all my brackets? I have Colorado upsetting Marquette and making it to the Sweet 16.
Don't hate that, man. I said before the game was even played last night. I did take to Colorado last night, but I said before that game was even played last night, I thought Colorado was going to beat Florida. Be a tall task against Marquette, but I mean, I'm with you there. I could see it happening.
I mean, you start getting on a roll, you know.
We always have one of these teams in the playing game winds up running and winning 2 or 3 games in the tournament, man.
Yep, absolutely. Morning, Super James. Okay, well, let's go. Let's get into this. So, dude, UAB is not a tournament team. They're not that good. I know this is everyone's darling to upset a 5 here, but I like San Diego State. What do you think?
I do like San Diego State. You know, it's a team that ran to the national championship game last year. Got a coach that's been there for a long time, more defensive-minded squad. Here, UAB's had a good run in this thing and been playing really well. Blew Temple out in that conference championship game. So I like the run UAB's made, but I think San Diego State's defense will wind up giving UAB some trouble in this one.
I think you're right. Auburn over Yale, or do you think Yale's got a chance?
No. They got a chance. The people from Yale, they got a chance, just not in the NCAA tournament.
Auburn over San Diego State?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. BYU's winning this one, dude. This is such a mismatch here. I know people are going to.
I've thought about it a lot too, man. I switched stands on. You know, my initial reaction was I like Duquesne, thinking there would be a little Cinderella type deal, but I think they have making the tournament for the first time in 47 years. I think they've already got there.
They should be a 14 seed, dude. If you look at how good they are, they should be a 14 seed. If you look at KenPom, Duquesne, if you take another 11 seed. They against New Mexico State would be a double-digit favorite over Duquesne. The committee got lazy here. They said, I can't remember what region, what conference they're in, but they said, oh, yeah, the winner of this conference is going to be an 11 seed. They thought it was going to be, I think, VCU or whoever it was. Yes, Duquesne had the upset, so they gave Duquesne. Duquesne should really be a 14 seed, and BYU should be a 5, maybe even a 4 seed, but because of religious reasons, they had to bump down to a 6 so they could play on Thursday and Saturday.
Well, this is where they screwed up, man. It's like Boise State last night. You know, they're obviously out of the tournament now, losing to Colorado, but that team had defeated 7 teams that made the NCAA tournament. They had a net ranking of 26, which should have been the equivalent to around a 7 seed in this thing. Yeah. And so you got a team like Duquesne that's ranked 3 seeds higher. You know, why not have Duquesne? They should have been having we always have a playing game for the 11 seeds. Why didn't we have one again this year? Why couldn't we have one for the 10 seeds? You could have done it with Virginia, Colorado State, which was garbage too. Virginia should have been in there either. But, I just don't understand here where the seed lines have been missed so badly.
Yeah, I don't know. Illinois, Morehead State. I gave this out yesterday. Morehead State plus 11 is a 3-unit play, and I got 1 unit on the money line. Morehead State, listen, Illinois is more athletic, but Morehead State runs this weird screens, and they muck it up in there, and that could frustrate this Illinois team. This Morehead State team, if you look, the first time that opponents they play out of conference, and the first time that they played an opponent in conference, they were plus 4.8 points ATS. So they were 4.8 points better against the predicted spread.
Yeah,
and that's because they're saying their quirky offense and whatnot that they do, it confuses teams, right? So I think this one could be a close game. But what do you want to go with this one, Illinois or Morehead State?
I like Illinois, man. I do like Illinois right there.
Let's be honest. Drake is actually the better pick here, so we're gonna go with Drake. That's just Drake favored for a reason. They should beat my Cougs. My Cougs. Here's how my Cougs have been winning this year. It's because they're huge. The Cougs, they got a couple 6'9" guys. They're big. They'll just outbowl you. But here's the thing. The Cougs play zone, and Drake has several shooters that can pick up part of zone and shoot in this zone. And then obviously Drake has the best player on the court. I'd give the edge to Drake. All right. But we're still going to beat that ass today. Okay. Iowa State over the Jackrabbits. Okay, Drake, Iowa State. Who do you like?
I like Iowa State.
Illinois, BYU.
Well, that won't go either way, but I think Mr. Shannon, playing the way he's playing for Illinois right now, he scored 40 points the other day in that conference tournament. I like Illinois.
This is good because I don't have one bracket like this yet, so this is great.
There are going to be a couple of those brackets that probably do get the top 4 seeds out there to the Sweet 16. Maybe not a couple. There'll be at least one.
Tourney today.
They playing a little basketball day out there? Hot dog.
Golden Eagles hoisting the trophy, boys. Okay, Buku.
He's been on that train for a couple of years now. He loaded up on his future last year from Marquette. He came back this year. He's like, I'm doing it again. I think he's just gonna bet until they win one.
When Colorado, this is what I'm going to say to Buku when Colorado upsets Marquette.
Did that go the way you thought it was going to go? Nope.
Nope.
UConn Auburn. Who do you think wins it?
That one is going to be a great game. I think, man. I think we should. We already got our Auburn in our Final Four. I think we should go with UConn in this one. To have
Illinois,
a little,
Iowa State.
Man.
Guys, by the way, chat, if you're here and you're watching this and you're like, man, why are these guys moving so fast through this bracket? So we've got 14 of these things to fill out in about a half hour. So
yeah, we're gonna chug along, man.
And if we don't, I got to get to work and I got to start plugging all these things.
Let's go with Illinois in this one.
Illinois, okay.
Yeah.
UConn, Illinois.
Let's put UConn out there for one.
Cool. I was gonna say, hey, Cricket, give me your bracket. I'll enter your bracket, but it's like sounds like we have the similar.
Very
bracket,
similar.
So
Very similar. I'm sure there's a couple different first round upsets, some, but once you get out there, it's pretty similar.
Okay, North Carolina, Mississippi State, Michigan State.
I'm going Michigan State on this one, man. I've switched stances on this one.
North Carolina over Michigan State.
I took Michigan State to beat North Carolina.
All right, we can put it there. St. Mary's. I like St. Mary. Do you think Grand Canyon can upset St. Mary's?
I like the Lopes, man. My favorite mascot in the tourney, but I like St. Mary's.
Now I know College of Charleston's a big fan favorite to upset Alabama, but I think Bama wins it. What do you think?
The more I thought I might have found a little gem there earlier in the week, but the more people I see like it, I'm like, those never come into fruition. The higher seed team's ready to go. They're not lack of focus on it. They've been hearing everybody all week saying, hey, you're going to get upset. So Alabama should be tuned up, ready to go in this one. So yeah, I like the Tide.
All right. Hey, we got a video editor in the house. If anyone's looking for one, let's see. From Harry Jeff. What up, Harry Jeff? Only $7 an hour. Is that American dollars? Is that American? That's a deal. If you guys need
I've been working less than minimum wage.
Yeah, if you need to edit a video editor, there you go. Harry Jeff got your back. Clemson, New Mexico. I think New Mexico is going to win this one. What do you think?
We'll take New Mexico just for CU. He wants their coach to get fired.
Oh, for Clemson? Yeah, that's right. I actually got, we don't have to pick this here, but I got Colgate upsetting Baylor. Colgate, I think they shoot well. They shoot 36% from three. And if they get hot, I think that they can outshoot Baylor in this one.
That's probably a good one, man, because that's one I have not looked at all. And there's always a couple of those every year where I'm like, I didn't even think they had a shot.
Yeah.
Like Princeton over Arizona last year.
Do you want to go Baylor? Or do you want to go? I don't have any Baylors really in mind, so should we just go Baylor for the?
Yeah, if you ain't got no Baylors, let's put Baylor out there because I think they could make a run if they.
Nevada's going to beat Dayton. Listen to this little gem for you. So this is playing in Salt Lake. The elevation in Reno, Nevada, 4,400 feet. The elevation at Salt Lake, 4,400 feet. It's not a lot of elevation. It's not crazy high. It's not like mile high, but it's still some elevation. Whereas Dayton is not used to playing there. I think you got a huge edge for Nevada, and it's also a better travel spot for Nevada fans. I think Nevada beats Dayton, and Dayton's banged up. They're not the same team who started the season. Yeah. I think Nevada wins this one.
Nevada's a good basketball team too, man.
Mm-hmm. And then I got Arizona. Now, Arizona, Nevada, who do you like?
I like Arizona in that one. I think Arizona, after the early exit last year, I think they will be poised for a pretty good run in this thing. I got a lot of talent on that team, man.
We see that a lot too. People always want to point to the Virginia thing, but I mean, there's a lot of teams that get bounced. Like think of all the Kentucky teams or the Duke teams as a 2 seed.
Kansas when Bucknell beat them and stuff like that, man.
Yeah, and they get upset early on, and then the next year they come back with a vengeance.
Because these kids have been thinking about this for a year, bro.
Yeah,
a year, and they are motivated.
And they're all good. You know what I mean? They're all good.
They all play little hoops.
Yeah. Okay. Baylor, New Mexico. Should we go Baylor?
Yeah, I like Baylor there.
Yeah, Alabama. I like St. Mary's. We're gonna go St. Mary's. I don't have any Alabama. Maybe we go Alabama in this one. I don't have.
Yeah, go Alabama in that one.
And then I think Alabama. If it's Michigan State, Alabama, I like Alabama.
I had in my bracket. I had Michigan State playing St. Mary's right there because I had Charleston beating Alabama, and then I had Michigan State beating St. Mary's to go to the Elite Eight. But yeah, I think if that matchup happens, I like Alabama right there.
I like St. Mary. I have so many St. Mary's in the Elite Eight and a couple in the Final Four, so that's why I'm just switching it up here. Just so
probably means the Lopes are a lock, baby.
Lopes, open it up. I go Alabama over there. Arizona, Baylor. Arizona should win this game.
We've already got Arizona out there. Let's put Baylor in this one, man.
Okay. Baylor, Alabama. Who's going to the Final Four?
Alabama.
Alabama. If they can shoot threes, they're going to go to the Final
Yeah,
Four.
they get
Okay.
hot. They tough, man.
All right, Houston, Nebraska, Texas A&M.
Keisei Tominaga, Nebraska.
Houston over Nebraska, right?
Yeah.
Wisconsin, James Madison.
Dukes, baby. James
You like James Madison?
I like James Madison.
Okay, I don't have any of those upsets. Duke, Vermont.
I'm going to go with
Not
Duke on
losing
this
to
one.
Vermont. Duke's not losing to Vermont. Duke, James Madison.
Duke.
Houston, Duke.
Hey, I tell you what. Let's switch it up. Put James Madison over Duke.
Okay.
I'm
I'm going Houston. There's no way James Madison beating Houston. I'm sorry. Houston's
run,
defense
Duke.
way too damn good. Yeah, you just won that's
That's your trophy. That's your national championship right there, man.
great season. Way to go. Tech, North Carolina State. This one, I want to fade North Carolina State because of this crazy. Think about this, a crazy run that they just went on. They had to play 5 games. They won all 5 games. And by the way, didn't they finish up
5 days.
Sunday?
I said they had to play 5 games in 5 days.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then I think they finished up Sunday, right? And now they're playing
Saturday night. Saturday night on that one.
Still
ACC
Saturday
tournament.
night, 5 straight games, Saturday night, and now you got to play Thursday.
That's what I'm saying, man. I
But
don't know how you
Tech's
can't
got
fade
some.
that
Tech's
team.
big man's injured, and that's huge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Tech still though. But
I like
definitely
taking that. I think they are a battle test. The Big 12 is a great conference too, like the ACC top to bottom. Big 12 probably better than the ACC top to bottom this year. I don't think probably. I mean, it is. It was better. So I think a battle tested team in Texas
took
Tech.
Colgate in the points, but Baylor in the bracket. That's right, Patriot. There you go. There you go.
What'd you hit, Patriot?
Smoke the spread site. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, Stars puck line yesterday. That baby. Nice.
I like that smoke. I didn't send my stuff into yet. I forgot to send it in. Look, day I go 2-0. I don't.
You got to join the community, man.
I am. I'm there. I just got
you
to. I got to get it on my phone.
Okay.
I just have it here, but
Gotcha.
today's my last day of work for the week, and then I'll get all this stuff situated. Kentucky, Oakland.
Kentucky.
Yep. I do like Oakland to cover the spread here, though. A little FYI. Calipari, double-digit favorite in the first round, 5-10 ATS.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, fade them in the first round then, man.
I think Kentucky wins this one, right?
Yeah, I think so too. Let's go ahead and take
Florida.
Florida in one of these, man, because I got Colorado in about all of them.
Me too. Marquette over Florida or Florida over Marquette?
I like Marquette to win that.
Kentucky, Marquette. I don't have any Marquette in the Elite Eight.
Let's go Marquette the Final Four in this one.
All right. Purdue, Utah State, TCU.
TCU.
Okay. Purdue over TCU.
I like TCU.
Boom.
But
There you go. Listen, this is another. Everyone loves McNeese State to win this one. And they're going to see McNeese State has 30 wins. They're going to think they're a really good team. They have not seen anyone as good as Gonzaga. Now, Gonzaga's in a down year this year, but Gonzaga's got 7 guys. As long as they don't get in foul trouble, they got 7 guys that Mark Few trusts. Mark Few, by the way, I'm going with coaching in this one. Excellent coach. By the way, was it 14 straight years now? Gonzaga has got out of the first weekend.
16, I believe.
Yeah, they're not losing that one.
Yeah.
Kansas not getting upset either. Here I have Zags over Kansas just because of Kansas injuries.
Yeah, I did see where McCullers will not be playing for Kansas. That made me
That's
kind of
huge.
reevaluate. That is huge. So yeah, I like the Zags right there.
All right, and if it's Zags TCU, I got to go with Zags. I got to go with the experienced team here. I don't know how good this TCU squad is.
I like this TCU squad, man.
Yeah,
Another
we'll
team
put them
from that
there,
Big
man.
12
We're gonna get silly. All right, we're gonna get silly.
Let's get silly in this one.
I got Oregon over South Carolina.
Let's go South Carolina then, because
I didn't realize South Carolina was projected before the season started to be finished last in the SEC.
that's what I'm saying, man. They heavily outperformed those expectations this year.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you got Oregon. Oregon, by the way, under their coach, never lost in the first round of the tournament. 7-0.
7-0, yeah, big time. That was Boise State is now 0-10 all time in the NCAA tournament.
Akron and Creighton. This one, I bet this morning, by the way, and I just posted on the locals page. I'll give it out to everyone here that's watching. Thanks for tuning in and listening. Akron team total under. The way Akron scores points is with their big man. You're not going to be able to score inside on Creighton. Sorry, Kalkbrenner's not going to let you do it.
No, he's
So
not.
I don't
You're
see
right.
where I think it was 64.5 is what I got the number. I went under 64.5 and I went under 141 for the game. Now, granted, Creighton could shoot the lights out, and that would screw my total under. But I like the team total of Akron under more because I don't see how Akron gets points.
I'm with you. I like that.
This one's tough. What do you like? Creighton, Oregon. I'm 50-50 I'm in my bracket, so it doesn't really matter of who I got here.
I like Creighton
Right
right there.
Oregon, when they got their big man back, though, he's been playing good. The dude's only had one game this season where he's missed more shots than he's made. Isn't that crazy? He's like unstoppable.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I like Texas over Colorado State, and this to me, and the line's short, and I did bet Texas minus 2.5. This is just listen. I know Texas had a down year. I'm going to take the more talented team. You know what I mean? I always in this spot go with the talent. Texas has got the ballers. If I lose with the talented team, it's like when Kentucky's like a 9 seed. I always go with Kentucky because it's like I know they got the guys.
Yeah.
And if I lose with the better talented people, so be it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. He's see you said SEC bias, man. Like I said, I like that South Carolina team. I like looking at these teams that were not projected to do well coming into the season. They wind up making a good run, getting in the tournament with an at-large bid right there. You tend to see those teams do pretty well, man. Maybe this extra layer of motivation or whatever. Like I said, I've actually got South Carolina in one of my brackets going out to the Elite Eight. I haven't played my Vols in the Sweet 16, and we split games with that team this year. We beat them in South Carolina. They beat us in Knoxville. So I actually have one bracket where I got the Gamecocks defeating my Vols to go to the Elite Eight.
I want your 30-second honest opinion of if Tennessee plays Creighton. How do you think it goes?
I think Tennessee can create some problems for Creighton right there with the length and the exceptional defense. Tennessee can also score with anybody, one of the top offensive teams in the country as well. So that's a tough mismatch for Creighton right there. But we know how they shoot the basketball. And if they get on one of those nights where they shoot 28, 33s and they make 50% of them, it's hard to beat anybody when they're doing that. And Creighton is one of those teams that it's both a tough matchup for both of them. Creighton, their style of offense, the way they can shoot the deep ball so well, does tend to give Tennessee some problems sometimes. But it's going to be hard for them to get down in the paint and make it score any points right there. I think the overall advantage from talent and depth standpoint would have to go to Tennessee right there. But if Creighton gets hot, man, they can win it. They can beat anybody.
Okay, we'll do one with Tennessee. We'll do Creighton in this one.
Yeah,
a little silly. We'll do one there, and then I think Creighton would beat TCU. So let's do this real quick. Alabama versus UConn. UConn's probably winning that.
Yeah, yeah. I think we probably got UConn winning this one.
Marquette and Creighton. Well, they played this season. Do you know how that went?
Man, this is going to be all Big East final. We got 3 Big East teams in the Final Four. Holy moly! They went. I think they traded. I think they split 1-1.
Well, would Marquette's guy be back? Or would they be fully healthy by then?
Should be fully healthy before today or tomorrow, whenever they play. I mean, they said he's going to be back. I mean, I would imagine if they put him on the court, he's got to be fully healthy, right?
Yep. Okay, there's one done. I just made that one up. Okay, so we got a Big East. We got a Big East, almost Big East final, Final Four, and we got UConn winning it. So there's